Okay, so we don't know what to do, right?
Yeah.
Like what video to do. And I just asked Becky a question that I thought was funny. I asked her like, what do you do to motivate yourself?
Yeah.
And the reason why I asked that is because like running any sort of business is hard. It could be depressing. You could win. You have wins and losses. You lose money. Like a lot of times, even your family may not be supportive. But so I'm trying to explore these things, right? So what? Okay, first of all, what made you think you could dropship on eBay? And that's something that came up with Paul yesterday. Link in the description. Or I'll put a link above to Paul's video.
Yeah.
But what made you think you could dropship on eBay?
I don't know. Why I wouldn't. I don't know what would make someone think they can't. Do you know what I mean? Like once you hear the. But I do know a lot of people do think it's something they can't do, because there's a lot of times I tell people what I do and they're like, oh my gosh, I hate my job, I wish I could do something like that. And it's like, why don't you think you can? Like it's really, I don't know why I think I can, but I just think I can. Like
part of the reason I have this dumbass dog.
Aww.
No, my dog, his ball fell down and he can't go up and down stairs for whatever reason. But yeah, so one of the reasons I invite people to stay here in Nicaragua is because I try to figure out what it is that makes people successful, what it is that makes people think they can do something. Because a lot of times people find some success just by doing, right?
Yeah.
But you have to believe you could do it.
Yeah.
And some people just don't.
Yeah, and I don't know why they don't have that confidence in themselves to like. Or do they just think it's so like, oh, that's just something other people know how to do and I just don't know how to do it?
Okay, but what made you, like, some people say it's like your parents. I can't even say, like, in my family, my father has his own business, but he does business with, like, the mafia at home, which is like, in Trinidad, if you research, I don't want to get into it, but like, in 1990, this group of people like took over the country and shot the president. He's not dead.
What? Oh.
But the second in command is like one of my father's business partners, right?
Okay.
So my family never really encouraged me to start my own business.
Because they thought it would be like that.
And my parents broke up because of that.
Yeah.
So like I was always discouraged to do it, right?
Yeah.
But it's just something I always liked and wanted to do.
Yeah.
And like I hear those answers all the time, but to me that's not enough.
Yeah. I have also always wanted to have my own business. It's something that I've always wanted to do. I just didn't know what. Mm-hmm. Because like I didn't have enough money to like start a traditional business. Like I didn't have, like I couldn't open a shop, I couldn't do anything like that. So I was like, I knew I wanted to have my own business. And also I knew that not that I didn't like working for somebody else, but I knew that working for somebody else I could do better, because when you have a job, like your job's your job,
right? And
any time I wanted to like do more, it was kind of like, but that's your job, so just do that. Okay. And I didn't like that, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go and do. But I can't pinpoint why I thought I would be.
Because like I even asked Paul, like in the video, I asked Paul like what, and it was like really arbitrary, right?
Yeah.
It's just like.
Like why would, I don't understand. Like a more important question would be, why would you think you couldn't do it? But the answer to that is going to be the same, like, oh, I just don't know. I just,
like, okay, so I was thinking about like, okay, so something that came up in our conversation yesterday with Paul is like he was asking me what I did online to make money before.
Yeah.
And like it's basically trying to figure out if I'm like scared that I'll stop making money and that type of thing, right? And like okay, like internet marketing, right? When you look up internet marketing online, it's very like arbitrary. It's like it's very like arbitrary. It's very like random, vague, right? And then what I noticed that once I started to do, actually started to do stuff, I realized what they were talking about. Yeah. All it wasn't true. Most of it was bullshit. Yeah. But I understood what the bullshit meant just by actually doing stuff. Yeah. And I was always someone that just did stuff, right? Like I was the first person out of all my friends to buy a house in the US, and I was American. Yeah. Like I was the first person to get married, which is like really random. I played table tennis for Trinidad. Like I played basketball in high school, rugby, cricket. Like I just do shit. And like, luckily with the internet,
yeah,
it paid off.
Yeah. I don't feel like I'm the same though. Like I'm not like the first of my friends to like.
But do you do stuff? Like I don't. I
want to do stuff. I do it. Like.
So yeah. So help us solve this problem. Like, any of you successful anything? If you've succeeded at drop shipping, at any business, what makes? What this started with? What motivates you?
Yeah. And if anyone feels like they can't do it, why do you feel like you can't do it? Like, what is the reason why you think you can't do it? That to me would be more interesting, because then you can like tick that off.
Actually, yeah. So why? Like, even like when I was talking to my girlfriend about this. We went to this this is real random, but we went to this reggaeton concert, right?
Yeah.
And I hate famous people.
Yeah.
Because I feel I could be famous too. Right? So like no, because like I feel equal to all these, like
so why do you hate them?
Not hate, but like there are few people on the face of this earth that I would like be like wow to.
Yeah.
Because I think I could do anything these motherfuckers could do. Okay. This could be extreme. Like I can't run like Usain Bolt with my fat ass, but like but like there are people on the other extreme that like look at themselves as less. And I can't figure out why, because I wasn't
like pushed to be the most confident person.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Like I was a nerd. Like I was the president of the math club. Like I was a nerd. I didn't happen to have tattoos on my hands. So I don't know. And like I struggle to figure this out even with my employees, right? Like I look at Nelson and some of these guys, and like it's interesting that Nelson has learned a lot of stuff while he's with me, and like he just. Why do you learn shit? Why do you think? ¿Por qué piensa que puede aprender algo rápido? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué piensa? ¿O por qué cree?
No sé, porque me gusta.
Because you like it?
I don't know.
Yeah, because
I
like
think only learning.
Yeah, because that's a question I always, because I look at the guys who work for me, and like Nelson, they're all relatively smart people, right? But like Nelson has learned a lot and worked really well. His girlfriend learns fast and works really well. But some of the other fucks like don't work that well and don't learn shit.
Yeah.
And then I have to fire them, which sucks. But like, anyway, let's stop rambling. Help us answer this question. Those of you guys who don't think you could do it, try to comment why. Those of you who think you could do it, try to tell me why too, and like we'll follow this up. So hopefully I was helpful. I know I didn't answer any questions, but still subscribe. And look, like all the free shit in the description. Today is just a shitty day, but like keep motivated or something.
Yeah. Stay motivated. Keep
like it's really weird because I made a lot of money today.
Yeah.
But it's still a shitty day. Anyway, fuckers.
Okay.
Love you guys sharply. Well, subscribe and look at the description for the free shit and help us answer this question. What keeps you motivated? Why you think you can do stuff or why you think you can't? And like let's figure this out together. Later.